not try to conceal the gravity of the situation you want to.
Dang, Skippy! Where are my manners? Introductions! Call me Deadpool. It rhymes with no school. Too cool, ain't no fool, and I'm the best that there is at what I do. Ooh.
You stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerve herder.
You clinking, clanking, clattering collection of collisionous junk.
You shit-kicking, stinky horse-smelling motherfucker, you.
You dirt-eating piece of slime! You scum-sucking pig! You son of a motherless goat!
No business born insecure junkyard motherfucker!
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Hell no!
It's just been revoked. And he says, why so serious?
It's just been revoked.
Peter, he didn't really set you up for that lethal weapon line. It doesn't really work here. Now,
you know what the difference is between you and me? I make this look good.
I'll have what she's having.
that's better.
Oh, funky beat there. I like that.
This is Geeks and a Phone.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to episode 30 of Geeks and a Phone podcast with your hosts, Zach, DJ, and Andy. Yeah, my brothers. Feel the soul.
Geeks and a Phone. Geeks and a Phone. Geeks and a Phone.
Oh, that was excellent. Excellent opening. All right.
Oh, the music's done.
Gentlemen and fellows, welcome. Episode number 30 of Geeks and a fucking Phone.
Turn the big 3-0.
3-0.
Man, it's crazy.
I can't believe we still have like 25 loyal listeners that listen to this every single week. I love you guys.
No
I don't know who
kidding.
the fuck you 25 are, but thank you for listening.
No kidding. Oh, man.
We love you.
Definitely.
We love you and spread the word. We're not going away. We're like herpes that you just cannot give up on.
Exactly. Like I don't care like how many listeners we have. I just love doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, the more listeners obviously the better, but I love doing this. Like even if we only have a few people to get to give news to, you know, I just love podcasting. It's awesome.
It's fantastic.
We're spreading the word and it's awesome.
Yes. And we'll be doing some hardware upgrades.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mr. DJ is getting a new laptop. So, some hardware upgrades, and then eventually here, the next step is to get an RSS feed and get up on iTunes.
Yep.
Yes.
So we'll be on multiple platforms.
Yes, which will be awesome.
So, like, big. You know, iTunes for just straight audio, and then YouTube for the visuals and stuff.
We'll be working on, we still have more audio upgrades to do as far as microphones, sound systems. To those who have asked, there's a few of you that have actually asked us in person, that know us, that listen to this show or have given us feedback on it. We are going to eventually record this on video as well.
Yes.
We will try to actually at some point do live podcasting, live feeds. We'll see how that goes. It's going to be a while. Send us donations.
Right. Yeah, this is out of all of our pockets, so.
And we're some broke motherfuckers.
Yes, exactly.
Some broke junkyard motherfuckers! God, I love that so much.
Real starving artists.
Yes.
I've real felt that pain for 12 years now.
Yeah.
Yep. Starving artist.
Like blaxploitation films. Without the black part. We're just exploitation films.
Yes.
That don't get filmed yet.
I'm okay with exploitation films. I'm a fan of them. Did everybody have a good week?
It was busy.
It was
a busy ass week.
Very busy. As always. We're all adults.
I did see a movie today.
You did see a
We'll
film.
talk about a little bit. I don't know if you guys have seen it, so I won't try and spoil it too much. I'll just give my
You'll be seeing it tomorrow.
official review.
Oh no, Travis already took a big dump on it.
he
Yeah,
did.
Travis hated it big time. His status actually made me worry about the movie, but I'll talk more about it once we actually delve into movie news and stuff. And then we've got lots of stuff to talk about. I mean, just in general.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
So it's 30th episode. We got lots of shit to talk about.
You know, like Travis has like reasoning to feel the way he feels because like that was one of his like influential childhood films was Independence Day. So we'll hope for the best tomorrow.
This episode of Geeks in a Phone podcast is brought to you by Rolling Rock. They're not paying us, so we can say whatever we want.
I was trying to censor you for. We don't have money to pay royalties, man.
No, I know.
That was good though.
They should sponsor us.
No kidding. We should
Hey,
have
Rolling Rock,
a beer and a
please.
liquor sponsor.
Please sponsor us. And if you could get Jägermeister on board, that would just be fantastic.
And Fireball too.
Fireball, just all of the liquors.
Beer and liquor, we're okay with that.
Beer and liquor make us sicker.
Yes.
You'll listen to our podcast quicker. Why? Because you're drunk and your inhibitions are down, and you're just gonna listen to whatever garbage is out there. We know that there's people that will sit there and watch videos of cats for hours on end.
That's the secret. We need cats.
Yeah, we do.
Agreed.
I mean, I will watch Cats for hours. Not the Broadway musical, but actual cats. LOL cats.
I actually found this out this week. I'm actually getting a bearded dragon.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
Yes. His name is Tweak. Yes.
Tweak.
My sister, she had 2 lizards, and they had babies.
Oh, okay.
And she has way too many, and so she's looking to get rid of a few of them. And the reason why this one's name is Tweak is because whenever it was born, it would twitch. And she's like, "Oh, Tweak. That sounds like a great name." So
I saw a mini hamster
I have a picture of him.
at the pet store today. I had to go to the pet store.
Hamsters are assholes.
No, but this was a little. It actually was called like a Robo Mini Hamster. I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Nice.
That's pretty awesome.
That's cool.
So this hamster's like no bigger than the size of a mouse, right? And it really American Ninja Warriored up the wheel. It's running up the wheel, and all of a sudden, it literally does an entire 360 around it. I was like, holy shit, this is badass. I feel like he just, 3 more obstacles, and he's going to fucking Mount Midoriyama. This is fucking awesome.
Hamster Ninja Warrior.
That's awesome. I guess we'll jump into movie news.
Movie news. Should we talk about the movie today?
Go for it.
Now?
Yeah.
Yes. I saw Independence Day Resurgence, which came out yesterday. For those of you who have saw it, definitely reach out to us. Let us know what you guys thought of it as well. But I went to see it today with my my cousin and great friend Tyler Pompa. What's up, buddy? We went to go see it. Overall, it was all right.
I feel like it's a very 2.5 stars movie.
Average.
Yeah.
It was very average.
That's what I was expecting.
With the scope of this movie, like, the whole world is getting fucking destroyed. You would expect it to be like, oh shit, like edge of your seat craziness. But I was just like sitting, staring at the screen, just meh. Like it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. I would give it 6 out of 10.
That's
like it was
seems about right.
Very average. Jeff Goldblum and Bill Pullman are back.
Yeah.
I just feel like they shoehorned those characters in.
Yep.
For most of it. And then Vivica A. Fox was back in it, but
she's still a stripper.
Why? Spoilers, if you guys want to know.
I don't
know.
know. I am gonna go see it tomorrow.
Okay.
So.
But.
Damn, I wish I would have seen it so we can all talk about it. But
it overall, very, very average. It could have been a whole lot better. Like I said, 6 out of 10. If you guys have seen it, if you guys are going to see it, definitely let us know what you guys thought of it. But overall, it was just meh. 2016 hasn't really
it's been disappointing
with movies.
It really has.
The 2 that come to my mind for 2016 are Deadpool and Captain America.
Yep,
exactly. Those are the only 2 so far that I'm like, whoa. But
I just feel like this sequel was just
it was
too late.
It
was too late. This should have been a sequel that happened 15 years ago. So Too late. Like you said, shoehorn in characters just to get people back in the seats.
Some of the new characters I felt were unneeded.
Yeah.
And the most important one of all, they can't fucking get in the movie. You gotta be shitting me.
Will fucking Smith, man.
The way they killed him off in the viral videos pissed me off.
I thought you were gonna say Marty. I was like, somebody's gonna say Marty for once. He's like Will Smith. I was like, oh, okay. David, we got a problem, David. They're back.
And I will say this. I assume you already know there's a queen.
Yes. Yeah, I saw it in the trailer. Yeah.
I felt like it was a rip-off of a Xenomorph queen.
Really?
Yes.
Ugh.
Like it to me, it just felt like a rip-off of it, and I was just why, But it totally sets up for a sequel if this one makes money, which we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, I know internationally it might make. Some
China's
money.
gonna eat this shit up.
Oh yeah, I think it'll. I'm guessing here probably by Monday, 60 million. That's my guess.
Yeah,
70
for the
maybe
for the weekend. It'll probably be 60 to 70 million.
That's being generous too. Like I think that's probably what.
But it might. You never know. It might skyrocket.
It
for
could.
4th of July.
True. Yeah.
Because it's Independence Day.
Yeah,
and
it might keep its audience. It won't drop big.
It won't
maybe,
drop
but
immensely, but
Yep.
I mean, we'll see if this one gets a sequel because it totally sets up for it.
Okay.
Totally sets up for it, and the ending, I was just like,
yeah,
just
very average.
Yeah.
Sounds like.
Yeah.
See, honestly, I would have been okay with that as long as it doesn't suck. I know what Travis obviously.
Yeah, yeah. Travis hated the movie.
I was up until like 2 a.m. He was, texting me about because, this movie is like one of his childhood like films like that made him want to be a filmmaker and like I was up till like 2 a.m. talking to him about how much he hated it. So because I wanted him to text me, and let him, because he went to see it Thursday.
Yeah, we saw some good trailers. The only one that stood out was Suicide Squad. Luckily, we didn't see Ghostbusters. Thank God.
Oh, we got to talk about that.
Yes, let's delve into that fucking atrocity.
Here, let's just
big piece of news that came out for that.
Let's just start with it. We're gonna give everybody a glimpse. Plug your fucking ear holes, ladies and gentlemen.
This is my third time hearing this.
I already want to just stab myself.
Why Fallout Boy?
Who you gonna call?
Thank you, sir. We did not need to continue that.
No.
I only got through like a minute and a half of that song. I couldn't fucking go through.
If anybody doesn't know, they dropped that's the new Ghostbusters theme for the new film that comes out next month, and boy, it's rough. I didn't know though, as I posted an angry post about how Ray Parker Jr. is collecting a fat fucking royalty check right now. Why we have to jam needles into our ears?
Huey Lewis in the news is collecting a fat fucking paycheck.
Yeah, exactly. And then apparently somebody online said that like the rights to it were up or something. Mm-hmm. So like it's public domain, I guess. Not public domain, but the rights slipped. So, but fuck, that's bad, man.
It's
of all people.
Here's the thing.
Why don't you just get Huey Lewis to do it?
Right. Me personally,
or Ray Parker Jr.
I have nothing against Fall Out Boy or Missy Elliott. Both talented artists. I like songs from both of them.
They're not.
God damn, this is really bad.
This is raw.
I mean, it's like being just raped.
It's so like
by a Ghostbuster.
It's so this generation.
It is just
That's how you can just
fucking awful. It's terrible. Like
I just don't understand how people can keep defending.
It's a new age millennial vegan bullshit version of the Ghostbusters song.
No kidding. God, I'm not looking forward to this movie. It's like I'm seeing it out of spite. Basically, it's like I have to see it.
I'm gonna go see it the cheapest way possible. I'm gonna go to between 4 and 5 o'clock, pay like $4 for it, and I'm gonna sneak a bunch of food in. Yeah. I'm like bringing the entire Taco Bell menu just to throw shit.
This movie is not going to be good. I don't care what anybody says. It is not going to be good, and
If it's good, I'll be I'll shit
terrible.
my pants
I will
if it's
be
good.
shocked if it does not flop.
It looks terrible. The previews are fucking shit. God. They could have made a porn version better than this. They probably did make a porn version better than this.
I was actually going to bring that up this week. That was, I think they'd made one in 2011, but then they're making a new one with the all-female cast of a porn parody.
What's the name of it?
I know the original one was called This Ain't the Ghostbusters, but, like, I don't know what the new one's called, but I saw, like, just pictures of the girls. I don't want to post it because I don't want the fucking audience to see that shit. But, I mean, they're attractive, you know, but it's like, fuck.
Big change from the actual cast.
It's like, we have 10-inch Mutant Ninja Turtles, now we got this. It's like, fuck, I'll probably watch it, too, you know, I'm a glutton for punishment, so. But I'll watch it and review it, so. But yeah, apparently that's going to be in the pipeline this year as a new Ghostbusters porn parody. I know they said, I know, like, God, I know, like I read a part of, like, the porn parody. They said there was going to be a lot of quote-unquote ectoplasm. I was like, no! I was like, nope, done.
Really get a CGI Slimer given the business.
Yeah, no kidding. God, what is happening to this world?
Slimer's probably just going to be a giant penis floating around, honestly.
Oh my god.
Call him Oozer.
The jizzer.
That's our future, fellas. We're gonna make it as
it's a bleak one.
Parody porn directors.
I honestly wouldn't mind doing that.
I honestly have an idea.
You can make a living off of it.
I have an idea for Nightmare on Elm Street. It's called A Butt Fair on Cum Street, man.
Oh.
Yeah, and I have a song written out for it too. 1, 2, Freddy's coming on you. 3, 4, you're such a whore. 5, 6, gonna lick his stick. 7, 8, gonna paint your taint. 9, 10, never walk again.
Oh my god!
Right there, man.
Bada boom! Realest guy in the room. How you doing?
Seriously, that is $1 million gem right there.
I'm telling you, man. I've thought this for years. Like, I would write porn if I could do it under aliases, and if I could make a living off of it, I'd do it.
There's one for Watchmen too that I have. Crotchman.
I came up with an entire list one time of taking movies and turning them into parodies. I have it. If I can find it after the podcast, I'll show it to you guys. But it's actually a good segue for Ghostbusters and then this next article. It's kind of just a small article here, but they're tracking Ghostbusters to open with between 40 to 50 million. That's the opening. So
about right because it's not. Gonna...
I thought a little bit more, honestly, maybe in like the Independence Day range.
With as much
of, like,
hate as this movie is getting, no.
But they're saying, 40 to 50 million is what it's projected to open with.
I hope it Gods of Egypt.
No kidding.
Bombs.
No kidding.
Completely bombs.
Like, the trailer on YouTube has so many dislikes. It's ridiculous.
I think they said that it's actually the most disliked video on YouTube. Is that trailer?
That and the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, that new Call of Duty game, like,
really?
That got shit on
Really?
completely.
You know what really bothers me is when you run into people that just don't understand and they really want to defend this movie. They haven't even seen it yet, and they're just like, why can't you just give it a chance? It could be really good. Melissa McCarthy's really funny. Didn't you see that one movie? You mean like every movie she's ever been in where she's the same fucking character? Yes, I have. But like, why don't you just give it a chance? It could be really good. You know what I say to them? I say this.
How would you like to suck my balls?
That's what I have to say to that.
That's a blast from the past right there.
Great fucking movie. And they're coming out with a new game.
Oh god,
it's gonna be awesome.
I don't know if you guys.
TV show jumped the shark a long time ago, though.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys saw this. Not surprising, but they did confirm it a few days ago. But our not good friend. Why was I going to say good friend? James Earl Jones will be back to voice Darth Vader for Rogue One. So
he's our good friend.
Yes, I can. If he doesn't know, he's a friend.
He does so many things from my childhood.
Yeah, exactly.
Darth Vader, Mufasa, the guy from The Sandlot.
Yes, that is him. Yeah.
If you wanted the ball, why didn't you just knock on the door? I've got it for you.
Yep. Real blind. But yeah, he's going to be back to voice. I mean, you can't have Darth Vader without James Earl Jones, so
you can't.
Darth
better
Vader.
hurry up. Time is not on his side.
No, he's at 85, I think. So
85.
Yeah.
Good God.
Yep, I'm pretty sure he is.
It's gonna
Yeah,
be really.
85, yep.
It's gonna be really sad when we lose him and Morgan Freeman, like two of the paramount orators of our generation.
Morgan Freeman's a vampire. He ain't dying. That guy still looks the same.
This is why I date and married a woman that was 85 years old.
I saw this picture of I don't know. Somebody posted something. It was like Deep Impact, like him as the president, and then as him in Dark Knight Rises, and he looks fucking exactly the same. It's like 15 years apart. Guy doesn't age. He's a vampire.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, he's God.
He's
really
God. Yeah, exactly. You guys got any movie news?
I have a few. There was big news for a DC film this week. They showed. They had the expo where it shows like the logos and everything for the upcoming movies.
They went on the set of Justice League.
Yeah, and they also went on the set of Justice League, but they released logos for Aquaman, Wonder Woman. They released a teaser poster for Wonder Woman as well.
Yes.
Cyborg, Flash, all the movies that are coming out for it. And then also there was big news about Justice League. Apparently it's taking a complete 180 from Batman vs. Superman. Like, there was a scene that was described where it was Batman, Wonder Woman, Cyborg, and Flash all up on the roof.
I read
with
that.
Commissioner Gordon.
I read the scene. It's really
apparently,
good, too.
J.K. Simmons looks fucking spot on as Commissioner Gordon.
Does he?
Which makes me fucking happy. But with it, like, everybody leaves except for the Flash. Because, like, Jim Gordon, like, turns around real quick and turns back, and Flash is the only one there. And he has this quick wit, like, comeback. And Justice League is going to be humorous. He says, like...
He's like, man, that was rude.
Yeah,
like,
they
I think
do
that's what
that
he
to you all the
says.
time? What's up with that?
Yeah.
You know? But, and apparently, like, the biggest thing, like, Ezra Miller's performance as the Flash, like, that was everybody's favorite. Like, I was really worried about him because the Flash, he's the most underrated superhero ever.
He's one of my favorite characters,
fucking
DC or
amazing.
Marvel, and he's definitely, honestly, he's probably my favorite DC character.
Mhm.
Yeah. And yeah,
he can run so fast that he breaks, time.
Right.
But I mean that's huge news, and it has me a lot more excited for Justice League. And they released the official logo for the movie as well, which actually looks heroic. It's not very dull or anything like that. It looks great.
Isn't it true that they are going to make this kind of a standalone film?
Yes, I did hear that as well. It's not a 2-part movie. It's just one movie, which will set up for a Justice League 2, which will probably have some subtitle to it, I assume.
Sure.
But very big news for that. And then also there's two more pieces that I have as well.
Sorry to interrupt you. I just wanted to comment on the Justice League.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Thing. I read another scene they had, like, it was like Batman going to recruit the Flash.
Oh yeah,
and I read that scene. It's gold. I loved it. It was great. It's like the Flash. I think he's going to be like I feel like he's almost going to be like the Star-Lord of this universe. Like his personality.
He has to be because
Barry Allen is a fucking he's funny.
The Flash is the comedic relief of DC.
Yeah.
Just,
if we got him and Hal Jordan together, I mean, that would be one of the best romances on screen for right now.
It's the Justice League from, like, the set visit and, like, all the early stuff and the changes that DC and Warner Brothers has done. I think they know they fucked up.
I think it's one of the big parts.
I'm gonna have to go in with for now cautious optimism.
Me too, but it's looking promising at least. So hopefully it'll.
We got fucked pretty bad on Batman vs Superman.
Real bad.
That comes out here really soon on DVD.
Yeah.
Just a little snippet with that too. I didn't really pull up the article, but they're gonna have the Ultimate Edition in select theaters as a limited release. Did you see that?
Oh, I did not see that.
Yeah,
I might see that in theaters, but I'll probably just watch it on DVD.
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah.
I heard that Wonder Woman actually has her costume redone.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that have their costumes like redone. Like Batman has a new armored suit.
Oh,
supposedly,
really?
Yeah, and it'll have like a red logo on
Different from Batman vs Superman.
Yeah, a lot different. And if it has the red logo on there, that would be fucking sweet because it would be like a little nod to Batman Beyond and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it was talking about the costume design for the Flash and how it's made out of like breastplate and shit like that. Like it's little pieces of armor on him. So it's kind of. I'm thinking it'll look a lot like the Injustice video game costume because that looks like armor.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking too, since spoilers if you haven't seen Batman vs. Superman, but Superman dies, right?
Yes.
He's going to come back.
Oh, totally. Yeah, he'll be
Without
back
a
for
doubt.
Justice League.
I'm thinking it'll be like whenever Doomsday killed him in the comics, he comes back and he has like the longer hair. It won't be the mullet. Please, God, don't let it be a mullet. But he'll come back with like longer hair, stuff like that, and he'll, hopefully he turns more heroic, not the Zack Snyder version.
He just showed up in Supergirl.
Superman's
too.
just kind of a
he's gonna show up in Supergirl. Yeah,
He was like a real quick
boring
snippet,
dick.
It was like him extending his hand out to Supergirl. Remember that? Like
Whatever-
he showed up.
Yeah,
For a second.
really though. But like, whatever happened to Superman being a good guy? Like,
It's true. It's
Zack
true.
Snyder came into the
truth,
picture.
justice, and the American way.
He's
Zack
real
Snyder
dark
came
now.
into the picture.
Zack Snyder just eat a fucking dick.
There was another piece of Justice League news that just escaped my mind.
There was a lot that dropped on it this week.
Too
with
much
Justice
E3
League.
shit.
Yeah, E3. And,
There was still a lot of fucking cool shit at E3 though. Ugh.
Isn't there always? I mean, shit. It's fucking E3.
God of War 4, Crash Bandicoot HD remakes,
Resident Evil 7,
Tekken 7.
It only took like almost 10 years, but I'm finally convinced to get a new console after seeing the Resident Evil 7 gameplay footage. I was legitimately scared watching that. And it's been a long time since Resident Evil game's done that to me.
I'm hyped up for the Tekken 7 too.
Yeah, and the Crash
Akuma.
Bandicoot too. Fuck.
Akuma is canon to Tekken now.
Yeah.
Which is fucking awesome.
I don't know about this whole VR thing, but I don't care. I just want a new console to play new games. So.
The VR stuff is going to be kind of cool because they're coming out with an Arkham game for it, which will be interesting. But whenever Sony dropped that they're doing the HD remix of Crash Bandicoot, I almost shit my pants. I did.
Game's classic.
Oh,
it's so good.
They're doing the original 3-1 Wrath of Cortex and Warped. And Warped was my all-time favorite.
So what you're really saying is that when we actually start hitting Comic-Cons and E3s in the future, we're going to have to carry a lot of baby wipes because you're going to be shitting your pants. We'll just get you some Depends. Youngest one here, and he's going to be crapping all over the place. It's going to be high flatulence in the Comic-Con.
Comic-Con is actually coming up real soon.
It is.
That's going to be a
big
week.
Mid-July.
Mid-July.
Yep.
And DC's going to have a lot of stuff there with Suicide Squad. I'm assuming Justice League.
Yep.
Marvel will probably have a lot of shit there too.
Yeah.
With Doctor Strange.
Yep.
Maybe Guardians 2.
Guardians 2
but
for sure.
Fuck, it's going to be a big Comic-Con this year, and I'm
real
looking
wish we
forward
could
to
live
it.
in California.
I think next year we need to try to see if we can get a live podcast from either the Chicago or San Diego Comic-Cons.
C2E2 would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be really great.
It would be fantastic. Do a live show from there.
They'd probably let us have a small little booth away from the show. Maybe possibly. That would be fun. That'd be awesome. You guys got any more movies?
I've got 2.
Okay.
This was a big one this week. I got really fucking excited. Bryan Cranston cast as fucking Zordon in Power Rangers.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you guys flipped the fuck out.
It's perfect casting.
I know it is. You guys know that I'm not a Power Rangers fan.
Right, you're
right.
You're
so I'm just like, okay, whatever, cool. I mean, it was just right after the point of childhood where I was like, okay, whatever.
You're a Voltron kid.
But yeah, and you guys aren't the only ones. Everybody that is about 4 or 5 years younger than I am has been just busting fucking loads on Facebook and literally all over the internet.
Perfect
I can't even touch my phone anymore. It's sticky as fuck. Just from all of it seeping through over the internet. It's awful.
There's so many Breaking Bad memes now with Power Rangers. Yeah.
I saw the one where it was Tommy and all the rest of them, and Zordon was up there, and he was doing the whole speech where he's like, I am the danger. I was like, yes!
That is perfect casting. It's like we didn't get him as Lex Luthor, which, God, why?
I would have liked to have seen him as Commissioner Gordon too, honestly.
But Zordon is, he'll be a great Zordon.
He's going to be a great Zordon. And then they dropped the first poster for Power Rangers,
which
looked really cool.
We'll post a picture.
Yeah,
we'll post a picture of that.
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
Cool.
But the first poster, it seems more intergalactic.
Yes.
You see the space. And it makes the logo and the actual stars.
They're getting us real excited.
I do have to say that
they're pumping us up. For
this version definitely looks a little more adult friendly.
Yeah.
Than you know, I mean,
feels like it's gonna be an adult.
Yeah, I mean, the original was straight for kids, straight for kids.
It's
adults
to watch now.
Oh
yeah, I mean,
I tried rewatching it recently.
It's good for nostalgic purposes.
Exactly. You try watching it as like in your late 20s. Oh boy, it's rough.
The movie.
Yeah, I own that, unfortunately.
I own that in Turbo.
Yeah.
Turbo was on recently, and I got through about 5 minutes of it, and it was... I gotta tell you guys about something I watched this week really quick, though. It was actually this morning. I was flipping through the movie channels, and HBO Family occasionally plays Sesame Street. I'm like...
Oh, Sesame Street's so good.
I'm like, let me turn on Sesame Street. What the fuck? It's from, like, 2010. And it was all about the letter A, and the letter A was real writer Ryan fucking Reynolds.
Really?
Yes, and it was all about making the A-Team. It was totally like an A-Team parody.
Yes!
It was awesome.
That's awesome.
It was, and that was the only A word they didn't use.
Really?
Yes. Oscar the Grouch was really pissed off. There was these two pigs playing rock, paper, scissors, and they kept tying. They're like, rock, paper, scissors, go! Paper, tie! Rock, paper, scissors, go! Paper, tie! And he was really aggravated and annoyed. But no, they totally had like 3 of the other fucking Muppets dressed up. They had a Mr. T Muppet. They had a face, like I think like Elmo was like
That's
face.
awesome.
Dude, it was hilarious. This shit went on for like 10 minutes. I couldn't turn away. I'm like, I am in my 30s watching Sesame Street. There is not a child in sight.
It's still
nothing
awesome.
wrong with that.
Not at all.
Jesus,
Big fan.
Oh, it was so good. But Ryan, I had to make sure it was him. I was like, that's Ryan Reynolds. What the fuck is he doing on Sesame Street? This can't be real. I go to his IMDb page and I'm like, it's not here. So then I Google it real quick. Really is him. 2010. I'm like, God, this is like right before the worst of the worst came out.
Yeah.
Shit.
Let's not forget Katy Perry on Sesame Street.
Hello.
Excuse me, fellas.
Her in her Elmo shirt.
Excuse me.
I was like,
she's rather gorgeous. I don't think she's Italian.
No, I just spicy meatball.
You know what they say about her.
Oh my God, Becky, look at her bed. It is so big.
She's got it all. She's got it all. I have a couple more articles. You guys got anything else, or?
I think Andy's in a state of euphoria over here.
Sorry, Katy Perry.
This is why we don't have cameras yet.
There you go. Yeah, it's a good point.
Perry, marry me. Make me your firework.
We're gonna
really married Russell Brand. What the fuck was wrong with her?
I don't know what she was thinking with that one.
He's artsy.
He's terrible. He's not funny.
Be like, I was clean for 7 years, and you did yoga for 5 fucking hours a day. There is nothing in this world that you can't turn into heroin.
God, we're gonna, take this into. We had some real positive news. We're gonna take in some. I think this is just, but they have confirmed that George Lucas will be involved in Indiana Jones 5.
I mean, with Indy, like...
Can it get any worse?
Exactly.
At this point, can it really... I mean, the answer is yes, it can get way worse. But it's already, like, crashed and burned into the depths of the Grand Canyon.
See, I'm so fucking torn with this franchise because it's like, Crystal Skull was horrible. But I don't want them to continue this franchise, but I feel like they need to because you can't end it on a super down note like Crystal Skull.
They could.
But, like, they just need to have... I feel like with this, they need to just have Harrison Ford in it for, like, maybe, like half the movie.
Why is Chris Pratt not the new Indiana Jones?
Somehow get Chris Pratt involved and pass it off to Chris Pratt.
He's the perfect guy for it.
Exactly.
He's the perfect guy
just
for it.
Just don't get Shia LaFucking-Buff in it. God, please don't.
Do it!
But seriously, Chris Pratt, he could be your new Indiana Jones, and he could spawn a whole new line of movies, and it would be really good.
Chris Pratt in anything.
He's gold, man. The guy's a golden ticket. But yeah,
here's the golden ticket. Here's the golden ticket.
It's ours, Charlie. I don't like that movie. It's very overrated.
Which one?
Willy Wonka.
The new one?
No, the original.
Oh, the original's great.
So
man.
good.
It's good, but
Come
it's
on,
like The
man.
Wizard of Oz. It's just like, I've fucking seen it enough times. Like,
Fuck The Wizard of Oz.
I don't think they... Oh, yeah. Indiana Jones is set for a July 19, 2019 release.
No.
So, we'll all be there.
Yep.
Unfortunately, but I don't know, but... next article I got here is they have the... if it'll load... they have the first look at a new Autobot from Transformers The Last Night.
Who gives a shit?
If my...
Let me see.
Yeah, I'm trying to scroll, but the Wi-Fi is not cooperating.
Oh, Transformers is gonna suck.
Let's see here. His name is Squeaks.
I hate it already.
His name is Squeaks.
It's
Just the logo looks stupid.
Yeah, the logo is fucking awful.
We'll post a picture of Squeaks.
Yeah, but yeah, they that's the new Squeaks is a new Autobot that'll be in Transformers The Last Night. What the fuck is that thing? What is that? Oh Lord.
That looks like somebody ripped off Johnny Five and put a bowling ball hat on his head.
It's like, yeah, it's like...
Eat my lasers,
It's
bitch.
like fucking... hey, Laser Lips, your mother was a snowblower. Fucking love Short Circuit. That movie's awesome.
Travis just posted a picture. Oh wait, no, it was 4 hours ago. But is he contemplating on getting Dragon Ball Evolution?
Oh, he got it. He picked
No!
it.
Travis, why?
Yeah, he got it. He had to complete the collection.
Don't complete the collection with that piece of shit, Travis. Shame on you.
Well, we'll post a picture of Squeaks. But he looks like it's like Wall-E and Johnny Five's like special brother.
It really does. He's got a helmet that's got holes in it.
It does. God damn. Moving on. Man, talk about an underrated film with Short Circuit. That franchise was awesome.
That was actually really fun. And you know the funny part is that unlike some 80s films, it holds up. It actually holds up better than some 90s films.
It really does.
We were watching Independence Day, the original here, and you were commenting before the podcast started about how it's still really good, but it has not aged as well.
It hasn't. No, it's still good, but yeah, like I said, it hasn't aged well.
You know what movie really hasn't aged well because it wasn't that good to begin with was Castaway. Holy shit. That movie was on recently, and
I still like it.
It's
but...
it's 5.5 hours of yelling at a volleyball.
It's true. It's pretty true. It's I have 3 more articles and we'll move on. I didn't know if you guys knew, but apparently originally they were supposed to have Steven Spielberg was going to direct Episode 7. He was one of the directors that was on the list. But he said here that he didn't have any interest in doing a Star Wars film. He says here, I'm never going to make a Star Wars film. That's not my movie genre. It's certainly my buddies. Obviously, the Thomas Edison of science fiction, George Lucas, who created the entire series. That was never for me. I'm just a fan, just with everybody else in the audience watching them. I can respect that.
That's his way of saying, keep me the fuck away, because there's no way that my name plus the movie will ever live up to whatever ridiculous expectation that people would put forth with it. They would expect the greatest movie that's ever been made ever.
Yeah.
And if you don't leave the fucking theater just covered in your own jizz, then you haven't gotten your money's worth, all 5 or 10 or 12 bucks, whatever it is. He doesn't need that kind of pressure. The guy's already a fucking gozillionaire.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, for fuck's sakes, he doesn't need to do it.
It's true. I didn't know this, but apparently they are relaunching Kick-Ass.
I did read that, actually.
It's going to have more diversity is what they're saying.
Yeah.
So apparently the new Kick-Ass is going to be black guy.
Mm-hmm. I loved the comics.
Actually, no, I apologize. Millar will be introducing a black female as the lead under the new title, Kick-Ass the New Girl. I don't know if that's a comic.
It'll be a comic.
Yeah.
They should just combine Kick-Ass and Divergent.
That sounds horrible.
It's like, I didn't like the second Kick-Ass at all.
I liked both the Kick-Ass movies.
I like Kick-Ass 2 a lot.
Yeah, Kick-Ass 2 was good, and I loved the comics. They were way more brutal with the comics, but the movie translated. translated it very well to the film. The first Kick-Ass was highly underrated.
First Kick-Ass was awesome.
Oh, I love the first Kick-Ass. And Matthew Vaughn directed that one, and he's gone on to make some fucking fantastic movies like
Kingsman,
X-Men First Class.
Yep.
Oh, fuck, man.
Great director. It says here that both the graphic novels, the new graphic novels for Kick-Ass will be released in January. So Kick-Ass: The New Girl is what it's going to be called. So it's basically going to be, a black lead female taking on the lead of Kick-Ass. So it could be interesting. So the last article I had here, glad you brought up Bryan Cranston, because that was huge for the week, and I didn't have that because it was kind of farther back. Last article I got here, and they haven't confirmed it yet, but it's been talked about, but they might possibly make The Rock the new Wolfman.
I'd be okay with that.
I'm honestly okay with it. I feel like I'm one in the...
Explain yourself.
Why The Rock should be the Wolfman?
Yes.
He's got... obviously, he's got the build, obviously, to be a Wolfman. He's got... I think he could pull off the character. I think The Rock's become a decent actor. I think he has, honestly. He's not what... it's not like fucking Scorpion King. He's become an okay actor.
The Rock
it doesn't take much to be Wolfman.
The Rock is a perfectly fine actor. Have you seen the Cell job for that Central Intelligence?
It's actually, I heard it's not getting bad reviews, honestly.
It
looks like crap.
I can't stand Kevin Hart, so
yeah.
it's typical Kevin Hart movie, but it says saving the world takes a little heart and a big Johnson.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's the kind of highbrow humor you're gonna get out of Central Intelligence.
Let me see here in the article. It says here, the outlet says that there are persistent rumors the Universal wants him howling at the moon when it comes to when it gets around to the Wolfman movie that's part of its classic monster franchise. Take this with a grain of salt, obviously, because there are some A-listers that are connected to it. Obviously, we have Tom Cruise is involved in The Mummy. That's totally confirmed. Set pictures are all up for that.
Yeah, we've seen it.
Johnny Depp is the Invisible Man.
Which I think is going to be really cool.
That could work. Fucking Angelina fucking Jolie as Bride of Frankenstein.
They should remake Phantom of the Opera again and make Dean Ambrose the Phantom.
I'd direct that. I would. I could make Dean the Phantom. What was I gonna say?
Seth Rollins could be the creature of the Black Lagoon.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I feel like I'm in the minority. Did you guys like the 2010 Wolfman?
It was okay.
I didn't think it was that bad. The one with
Benicio
del Toro.
I like Benicio del Toro as an actor. Anyways.
Anthony Hopkins when he was trying.
Wait a minute, he's tried in the last 10 years? Are you shitting me? He's had some turds lately, man.
He was Odin. He was awesome as Odin.
Man, he's...
Fuck Anthony Hopkins.
I think he's in the I don't give a fuck point of his career. He's doing Transformers, so...
He's 1,000 years old! He long has since given the fuck up.
It's true. But yeah, could possibly see The Rock as Wolfman, but we will certainly see. That's all I had for movie news. We'll move on to Blu-ray DVD releases. We got anything this week? I got next week's.
Yeah, you got next week's last podcast.
Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even remember talking. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Next week we got. I did want to see this. They have. I saw The Lights coming out. It's the Tom Hiddleston's Hank Williams biopic.
Oh, okay.
That's coming out.
Definitely.
Definitely want to check that out.
Oh yeah.
Dark Knight Trilogy Special Edition's coming out on Blu-ray.
Ooh.
Only yesterday, I think. I don't remember what film that was. Mobile Suit Gundam. I don't know, ZZ. I never got into that, but that's coming out. Living on a Razor's Edge. Scott Hall documentary coming out next on July 5th.
Hey, yo. Zach just threw an imaginary toothpick.
I did. The original Taking of Pelham 123 is getting a Blu-ray release. Blood and Black Lace. That looks like a B-list worthy show there. Nothing. By the Sea. Is that the Angelina Jolie film?
I think that's a romantic comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, nothing big next week. The only big one is I Saw the Light, and yeah, that's about it. Nothing big for releases.
Nothing crazy. So
that'll take us into shitty films.
I didn't have a shitty film I watched.
I got two.
But I did actually watch something cool, but it's something that I don't think a lot of people would have watched. I wouldn't consider it a shitty film. It was a cool documentary. It's called, I believe it's called We're the Hitlers. And it's all about people that have the last name Hitler. Really? And it actually does go into, this guy is trying to find the last descendants of Hitler. And Hitler's nephew actually went to the United States and had like 4 kids, and they were all boys. The one died in 1987 or 89 in a car accident. Real weird. He was the only one that ever wanted to have kids and never did. The other 3 refused to talk on camera. They've changed their name. They don't want to be interviewed. They've pretty much made a pact that like this fucking family is going to die with them. Unmarried, unwed, no kids. They want the Hitler legacy to die with them.
No kidding. Wow.
And they're all in their like 60s or 70s now.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's pretty.
It's wild. And then there's people that
like
there's a high school girl, a blonde girl in like I don't know 10th grade named Hitler as her last name.
Really?
You know, people used to give her shit about it. There's a Hispanic dude with the first name Hitler, and it's really interesting to see like all of these dynamics. And then there's this fucking guy in here who is a total shit burger. His name is, I forget what his actual name was. It's something Campbell, but he named his kids Adolf Hitler and like, you know, like a whole bunch of other fucking Nazi names and shit. They got him taken away. His old lady finally leaves him during the documentaries because she wants to get her fucking kids back. And he's like straight up dressing like a Nazi, like a German SS soldier and going, I don't know why they're taking my kids away. Because you're dressed up like Hitler. You have a mustache. You legally changed your own name to Adolf Hitler, you stupid motherfucker. What the hell is wrong with people? And it's just, it's so weird, but it's definitely not everybody's cup of tea. But it's making its rounds on some of the
I never heard of it.
Back-end movie channels right now.
Okay.
We'll just leave it at that. So if you have a chance, check it out. But it's I can definitely see most people watching like 5 minutes of this and turning it off going, this is fucking stupid. So that's my quasi-shitty movie of the week.
Okay.
I didn't really have another bad one that I can remember. No.
Okay. Did you watch something?
I was trying to get caught up on shit on my DVR, and God, there's so much.
I watched Ip Man 3 last night.
Oh, yeah.
I fell asleep, though.
Really?
So I didn't watch the full thing. I mean, overall, it was very meh. Like,
Yeah.
the first 2 Ip Man movies, I fucking love those.
You know what? You're Agent 47, that's what I watched. I did watch that 2 days ago.
The Hitman movie?
Yeah.
Ugh, why?
It's real bad.
That's what I've heard.
Why?
It's so bad. I tried to, that's how bad it was. I tried to block it out of my memory. Yeah, there's literally nothing redeeming about this movie. And I love the games. I was a huge fan of the games.
Hitman 47, like the trailers, when it first, like, they had the trailers, it looked cool. And then, like, I heard it just sucked.
The guy that's playing Hitman, first off, totally wrong for the game. He doesn't even fucking look like the guy. They got literally everything that they could wrong about this movie they did. It just so fucking bad. It's like Jason Statham combined with...
Watch what you say.
Listen, it's like Statham combined with like the typical English hooligan goon that's in like as a side character. I forget what the fuck his name is. But they morphed into one character and then just aged about 40 years. And then they became Agent 47. The whole premise of the movie is stupid. Oh, so I'm like 53 times better than you. There's like another Agent 99 or some shit. It is really dumb. I could not keep up with it. I'm not even going to lie. I fell asleep twice during this movie.
Fair enough.
I had to go back and keep going back, and I was like, fuck it. I fell asleep, rewound it, went back, Watched it, fell asleep again, had to get up and rewind like 5 more minutes, and I was like, fuck it, I was zoning out by the end of it. It was so stupid, and that pisses me off because Hitman is an easy movie to make. It is a really, really easy movie to make.
It's not hard.
It's a badass guy that fucking murders
film.
people.
That's all you gotta
do.
It's really easy.
Hollywood doesn't like to follow source material.
No.
They don't like to follow shit.
They're assholes.
I mean, this is like one of those movies that you could have literally just taken like the Hitman 2 video game and just done that. You could have just taken that and turned that into a movie, and it would be awesome.
Yeah.
But no, let's fuck it all up. And then release it out there and put like 6 versions. Oh, we're going to release this in 4K Ultra HD. Who the fuck wants to see this stupid-ass movie in 4K?
No kidding.
I don't want to see it in 4K. I don't want to see it in 3K. I don't want to see it in 3D. I don't want to see it in 2D. I don't want to see it on VHS, Laserdisc, CD-ROM, or a 6th generation dub that I fucking bought on the street. Fuck this movie. Stupid fucking bastards. How dare you take Bret Hart's fucking name and fuck it up like that?
Yeah, no shit. No kidding.
I guess he kind of did steal it from Tommy Hearns, but you know, he was left on the stool against Duran. Fuck him.
Oh yeah. I watched 2 this week. I finally got to watch the late '80s magnum opus from Nicolas Cage called Vampire's Kiss. We talked about that on a very early podcast. Finally watched it. This movie, though, is so ridiculously horrible, it's entertaining, actually. I'm telling you, man. It's like somebody, like, sat Nicolas Cage down. They're like, we're making this movie. Do whatever the hell you want to do. Just let it all out, because that's what he did, man. There's, like, 30 exquisite acting moments in it. Losing his mind.
Oh,
like,
I'm sure that he, like, sat so far on a wedge of fucking Colby Jack that, you know, that's just coming out of his ass.
Oh,
and
my God.
You don't get the reference.
He's out of control.
He is a
this film.
cheese ball and a half.
Oh man, like they have all the Nicolas Cage memes on the internet. Like probably 90% of them are from Vampire's Kiss. It's this bad. Like,
did you ever see him dressed up as Superman? Did you ever see the Superman
I saw the
documentary?
pictures. Yeah,
Where he's like in the suit and everything,
the long hair and everything.
I'm so fucking glad that movie did not.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh,
it's like
boy.
the one time Hollywood
it made the right decision.
Yes.
But yeah, he like it's the idea of this movie is like he's like this guy who's like a literature he dispenses literature. Like he signs certain people to contracts and they give out their literature to people, and he's like a real sleazebag, like has girls over all the time, all this stuff, and like there's this one like night where like he gets bit by a bat, and then he thinks that he's a vampire. So that's the whole movie is like he thinks he's turning into a vampire. Like he ends up like murdering like a girl, like biting her neck and like ripping the flesh and stuff.
No, he's just got a really bad case of rape.
Yeah, exactly. And then like at the end, the funniest part at the end is like there's this part where he's walking through the street and he's got this stake. And he's like dragging it with him. It's this huge wood piece. And he's like, ah, ah! And then like he gets like a stake stabbed into his heart at the end by like this girl he works with, like brother, who he raped. And like yeah, and then like kills him and all this stuff. But he kills himself because he thinks somebody. It's a gem. Like I could probably review it sometime, but.
You stupid, ignorant son of a bitch, dumb bastard!
Thank you,
Jesus
Gene Wilder.
Christ, I've met some dumb bastards in my time, but you outdo them all. Get over there!
But yeah, I gave Vampire's Kiss though. You're gonna slap me. I gave it
Dude, you better not say 3 stars.
I gave it 2.5 stars.
Why? Why there's no Nicolas Cage movie ever that deserves even more than a negative star.
Kick ass.
Fuck no, no.
I gave it 2.5 stars because it was so horrible that I kind of liked it. I'm getting delusional in my old age, but
Nicolas Cage drags down every movie.
We need to post
ever.
a picture of the Vampire's Kiss poster because
it's
it's hilarious. I watched that and then I watched #horror. I fell asleep during that one, but
how is this guy still getting work?
The name, I guess. Like it's, I agree. I don't know how it's like.
How has he gotten work for the last
Bruce
like
Willis?
20...
I don't know how they're still getting work. Like.
At least Bruce Willis has made some good movies in his life.
He
Not
has.
just good. Bruce Willis has made great movies.
Yes.
Okay, Die Hard with a Vengeance, one of the top 20 films possibly of all time.
It's the best Die Hard.
Definitely one of the top 15 action films of
Oh,
all time.
easily, yeah.
Easily. Couldn't
Yeah.
even go for top 10. But name one thing that has...
That Nicolas Cage has done?
Just name one movie that he has contributed to that was his reasoning that movie was good. Name one.
Raising Arizona.
No.
There you go. Raising Arizona is a good one.
I refuse. I fucking refuse.
I mean, I won't say it's like his single contribution to the film, but we can all, I don't know, he won't agree, but Con Air. Con Air is amazing.
He's the worst part of that movie. He's literally, that movie is excellent except for the
What about
fact that
Snake Eyes?
What?
Snake Eyes.
No.
He won't.
Kick ass.
No.
He was awesome
Face
as
Off?
Big Daddy.
Face Off has like two of the worst actors, but
Face
it's
Off
awesome.
is my all-time hated movie. It has my two least favorite actors of all
With
time.
Nicolas Cage and the Jonathan Travolta.
God. And then they
But
play
it's a John Woo film.
And then
It's awesome.
It is
Then
John
they
Woo.
play each other. And then Nicolas Cage is the bad guy, but then he's the good guy. And then Jonathan Travolta is the good guy, but then he's the bad guy. But then they switch back again, and then one's the bad guy, one's the good guy. By this point, I'm usually hanging the rope around my neck. This is just,
It's kind of like with Face Off. It's kind of like you look back on that now. It's just like we all let that slip through the cracks. We're just like, all right, we allowed it to happen. It's fine. But yeah, I watched the last one I watched was hashtag horror film.
I saw you post
I
that.
fell asleep during that one. It's basically like all these like 13-year-old girls that had a sleepover. They're like all about, and it's all like in the style of social media. They're like these flashes will come on the screen like hashtag beautiful, and they're all like that and stuff, and then I fell asleep before the time. Like I think a guy shows up and starts killing people.
Thank God.
But I fell asleep. I gave it 1 star based on just the annoying girls. So, but yeah, that was on I think Netflix. That was Netflix. Yeah. And Vampire's Kiss was on demand. But yeah, stay away. I would recommend Vampire's Kiss though, because it's so horrible. I kind of want to review it, but hashtag horror though, stay away from that. It was garbage. That was all I watched this week. I watched a couple good documentaries, but they were good. It was so bad though. It was entertaining. You need to give it a chance.
I've got 2 first world problems of the week. The first one is listening
We'll
to
move into first world problems. Go ahead.
No, this one doesn't even count for the podcast. This is listening to you trying to defend Nicolas Cage. Fuck this bullshit.
First world problem were actually created on the podcast.
It was.
What's that?
I created one.
God damn it.
Episode 30. Big stuff happening.
I think that'll take us into first world problems though.
Yeah.
So I know you guys got
Please somebody else go before me this week.
Go ahead, sir.
We can add Arby's to the list of food places that piss us off.
Oh, what the fuck did they do?
So on Monday I went to Arby's to go get some lunch, and first off, this chick in front of me decided to order the entire goddamn menu.
Were you in the drive-thru or?
Drive-thru.
Okay.
She ordered the entire goddamn menu, so I had to wait 10 minutes behind her before her food was handed to her to feed her probably cheaper by the dozen kids. You know? And then I pulled up to get my food. I pulled back into the work parking lot to eat, and all I got was a beef and cheddar and curly fries.
Delicious.
Delicious. Not this time, though.
Oh, no.
They fucking jacked me on the fucking cheddar.
They didn't put any cheese on it?
Like, a dollop.
A dollop?
I am paying $8 for this shit. Fucking cheese that bitch up.
Hell
please.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
It'll be like the Steak and Shake guy. Hell yeah, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Want extra cheese on that? Fuck.
No, like, I took my first bite, no cheese. I was like, what the fuck? And I opened it up, just like a smidge of cheese on there. I was like, this is horse shit. This is fucking horse shit.
They charge like $1.50 extra for that cheese.
They do. Fuck. What the fuck? Don't cheapskate me, you bastards. Give me my goddamn beef and cheddar with cheddar on it, you sons of bitches. Arby's, you're on the list for Geeks on the Phone hating you. Fuck you.
It really comes in a can, too. They've got plenty of it. What the fuck, Arby's?
Arby's is real unnecessarily expensive too.
It is.
I paid $8 and they didn't give me that much cheese on my
I know, like
beef
me and
cheese.
him, like when him and I will go there. We've gone there for lunch before. It's just like you get a basic like sandwich, fries, and a drink. It's like almost $10. It's like
the only time they ever had a deal was when they were pushing that fucking bacon sandwich, which was amazing.
Oh yeah.
I got like super sick because I ate like 5 of them in one
but
week.
Like Arby's, like I know you had a problem, but like when I have a craving for it, it's good most of the time. But
yeah, but that's some
great.
bullshit. Beef and cheddar sans cheddar.
It's
but
not
beef
hard
and cheddar
to make.
price. Fuck you, Arby's. You guys are bogus. If you ever do that shit to me, you better watch the fuck out, because I am not just gonna go back to work. I'm gonna come back to your fucking restaurant and let you fucking have it. That is the benefit of doing what I do. I don't have to give a shit. I will unleash hell on you.
I don't have a first world problem of the week. I escaped, I think, but with Arby's though, I have created first world problems for them in the past, and every time I go there, and I always get like a beef and cheddar and curly fries. It's very very standard meal from Arby's.
Delicious.
But like I always make them put my sandwich on a regular bun, not an onion bun, because I hate onions. So like I think I'm creating a first world problem for them by making them take a regular bun and make it on a beef and cheddar on a regular bun.
You should be an asshole and wait till you get to the window and be like, "Can I have that on a regular bun?"
Yeah,
because you know they've already made it. Then they
like,
gotta get pissed off.
Fucking onion bun's gross.
It's delicious.
I hate onions, but I don't think I think I escaped. I'm pretty sure I escaped this week.
I didn't escape.
I know you never escaped. You almost escaped last week.
I almost escaped.
You
last
literally
year.
were like a mile from escaping. What happened this week?
I got fucked by Steak and Shake
again. Why are you going back? Why you keep going back? You know what's gonna happen.
Why are you going back?
God.
I don't even know. It was like a last minute decision. Me and the girlfriend are in the car, and here's the worst part about this. First off, the line is taking forever. It's like, noon, like noon 30. It's fucking
drive-through lunch rush.
Yeah, it's lunch rush, but usually restaurants like to crank out the fucking cars during that time.
Yeah, more money.
They've got 1,000 people in there working. How fucking hard can it be to make some goddamn sandwiches? These son of a bitches. This is what makes it the worst. I'm literally listening to the podcast from 2 weeks ago, listening to my Steak and Shake rant in the drive-thru about how fucking bad they are and how much they fucked me over. And I order the food, and I asked for a side of cheese sauce, waited forever. As we pull up to the drive-thru window, the podcast is coming through my car speakers, and it's literally like on full blast. You can hear me freaking the fuck out about Steak and Shake. Like super hardcore. She opens the window and I'm just like, why do you fuck me every goddamn time? God damn it, Steak and Shake. I'm just like totally losing it, okay? And I'm laughing my ass off, and I pull away, get all the way home. They forgot my fucking cheese sauce. My 50-cent cup of cheese sauce, which is the only thing that makes their fries when you get them in the drive-thru tolerable. You motherfucker, Steak and Shake. I mean, I'm done. I'm done with them. Fuck you guys.
I don't blame you.
No, I'm not done. Fuck you, Steak and Shake. I am not the one who sucks. You do. You are the ones who fuck up and fuck up my food. I am taking this all the way to the President of the United States of America, baby, because I am fucking mad, dude. I am so tired of, listen, I am highly on the side of the whole, fast food wages are really bullshit and workers should get paid more. I don't know about the whole $15 an hour thing, but they deserve a living wage, okay? I worked fast food jobs when I was younger, and I understand how hard it is to make it on those salaries. And the people that have to go in there and put up with shit, it's a lot. Like, someone who has never done it will never understand. Just like how they say, you can never understand childbirth until you're pregnant. Well, you can't understand what it's like to be a fast food fucking worker until you've actually done those shitty jobs. I've done plenty of those shitty jobs when I was a kid, all right? If you want that money, you have to fucking work for it, man.
Yep.
You cannot just give the bottom of the barrel fucking service and expect to get paid, 15 or whatever it is that you're asking for. Fuck off. If I'm going to pay $10 for a sandwich and fries and a Coke, you better make sure that sandwich is fucking immaculate. When I got
Very
home,
true.
the fucking sandwich was slopped together. It's fucking greasy as shit. The tomatoes falling off. It's like the cheese is barely melted. What the fuck are they doing, man? Like, get your shit together, Steak and Shake. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves. You have gotten more free advertising from this fucking podcast than you ever could even imagine.
It's true.
I have given you so many reviews on how bad you suck
lots
a
of
big...
Steak and Shake plugs for sure.
God, I'm done, but I'm not done, but I'm going to let them start having it, man.
You know
Fuck
what?
you guys.
I do want to say one thing about Steak and Shake, and I hope you agree with me on this. Why does everybody freak out about their shitty-ass fries? Those things are so overrated.
The only time they're good is
they're fresh.
Not just fresh, but you have to, like, eat them in the
real
restaurant.
Quick. Because they go cold and gross real quick.
They do.
Yeah.
I don't understand
why...
like,
oh my god, Steak and Shake's shoestring fries are so good. It's like, you got to eat them real quick because if you don't, they're gross.
And you know what? I think part of it is the package they put them in. Because when they put them on the plate and they just come out of the grease and they're nice and crispy, you get them with the cheese sauce.
That's good, yeah.
That's fucking great.
Yeah.
But if you ever get that shit to go...
Oh, it's terrible.
You can have a 2-minute ride to where you're going. You get back, and it's like this thing has gotten so limp-dicked on you, you don't even know what to fucking do. You're like, Jesus Christ, I just ordered cold shoestring penises. All right? Now I gotta have this cheese sauce to wash it down. Oh, fuck! They forgot my fucking cheese sauce! Fuck you, Steak and Shake, you stupid bastards!
Again.
I mean, I know that somebody's probably going to write into us at geeksinthephonepodcast@gmail.com and say, DJ, why don't you check the fucking bag? You know, why should I have to check the bag? Why? There is nowhere on the menu that says, hey, we are so fucking inept, inane, stupid idiots that you have to check your food because we're probably going to fuck it up. I'm not paying extra money to have to fucking check the bag. You should get it right the first time so you can have happy customers. Happy customers come back and spend money more often. I go there out of spite and the fact that I'm lazy and it's close. All right? That's literally the only reason.
I know you said it earlier, and you were defending it, but why do these people want $15 an hour?
Right.
Why do they want $15 an hour? You're not proving to me that you're going to want to earn $15 an hour.
Right. It's true. I mean...
I know they do a lot of hard work, not even on the front line with like food and taking the fries out of the... I know there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes with mopping and cleaning the fries. All that shit. I can understand that from a $15 an hour aspect. But with, when you... Like, if you fuck up, like... You go to McDonald's and fuck up, like... Whenever I've gone in before and order like a double cheeseburger... If you can't make a
cheeseburger right...
With like just ketchup, mustard, mayo, and pickles, and you fuck that up... You don't earn $50. You don't. No, fuck that. Come on, man.
No.
So yeah,
if you get a McChicken with no lettuce in
there, and I understand that people on the other side will say, well, if they're not going to pay us, if they're going to pay us fucking Mexican wages, then we're going to give them Mexican fucking quality work.
You got to do your job.
Be like, you know what? First off, that's racist as shit because Mexicans work fucking hard as hell, and they even though they get paid the least amount, they're probably the hardest workers of our country. So fuck you, all the people that say that. Second off, yeah, you get paid a shitty ass wage, but you're also delivering a shitty ass subservient product.
There you go.
And if you delivered it the way it was intended, you would have a strong argument. When you don't do that, you slop the food together, you don't give a shit. If you can't take pride in your own work, how are you ever supposed to get people to stand up and say, yes, you absolutely fucking, every time I go there, you're friendly, the food is hot, it's fresh, you always deliver it
and
right,
you do like
it's correct.
Everything you do behind the scenes 100%, sure, you earn your money.
Your food prep is right. There's nothing ever stale. The restaurant is clean. The drive-thru is fast. You absolutely deserve to get that fucking money. But until then, fuck you, and Steak and Shake, fuck you forever. I am just done with their asses. I'm gonna open up a fuck. You know what I want to do? If I ever become a fucking billionaire, I'm literally gonna open up a Steak and Shake across the street from this one just to put that one out of business. Literally gonna do that.
We can just record podcasts.
We can record podcasts from the $15 an hour Steak and Shake.
Milkshakes in the end.
Come into Steak and Shake, get yourself a shake, a burger, and fries, and listen to a live podcast.
And I guarantee you that this milkshake will bring all the boys to the yard. And damn right, it's better than fucking yours, bastards.
Oh, man. Well, you definitely covered the first world problem, sir.
Oh, no, I got one more.
Oh, man.
It was actually... It was when I was coming here. You know how we were so happy that Surge is back and everything, and we were talking about how great it is for $1.
Glad it's back.
Yeah, guess what? It's now $1.19.
Is it?
It's $1.19.
Oh.
That 19 extra cents can seriously
Actually, you
lick
know
my
what?
nutsack.
You bring up a good point, because I think I went to Casey's recently, and I think I
That's where it was.
Yeah, I went on. I usually on Sundays I'll go for a Sunday drive because I'm 29 going on 80, and I'll get a Surge and a snack and some gummy worms because I'm a child. And I went to go get a Surge and it was like $1.29. I think it might have even been. I was like, these used to be 99 cents. What the fuck? And I still paid for it because I wanted a Surge, but
I got the last one there today too.
Yeah, but and you can't not get it because Surge is so fucking good. But man, I guess it'll take us into wrestling news. Boy, what a week it has been.
It has been. Fantastic.
It has been quite the week.
I've been excited this week.
Well,
our pay-per-view's exciting. Raw was really good.
There was some.
Finally, fully 100% back into wrestling again.
Let's go ahead and start with the biggest. Even though we had a title change, let's start with the biggest news of the week. Right here.
Roman Reigns, the guy with the biggest pecs. Roman Reigns, the guy who has lots of sex. Roman Reigns, the guy with the wettest hair. Roman Reigns, the guy who just doesn't care. Roman Reigns, the guy with a lot of class. Roman Reigns,
the guy who puts steroids in his ass. Roman Reigns just got busted for the wellness policy violation.
You can't wrestle. You can't wrestle. But yes, Roman Reigns suspended for 30 days for violation of the wellness policy of the WWE, which basically is a nice, polite way of saying steroids.
Yep. I mean, it could be other stuff too, but yeah. And he admitted, he owned up to it on Twitter.
Which actually gave me a lot more respect for him, because he actually owned up to it, but he still sucks.
I mean, what else is he going to say? It was a B? You do the Shaggy defense? It was a B. Saw the needle in your ass? Was a B. Saw you injected? Was a B. I even caught you on camera? Was a B.
Was a B.
You really down those pills? Was a B.
It was a B.
Yeah,
but yeah, that was huge.
So Roman Reigns, fresh off of Money in the Bank, is of course no longer the WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
My boy is champion.
Hold on.
Can I just say, called it?
You did call it.
Let's give some props to Andy.
I
because
agree. Yes,
he did call it. As a matter of fact,
you damn near
Dean Ambrose did win, in fact, the Money in the Bank ladder match, which was a fantastic
DJ
match.
and I were very wrong.
That with the ladder match, whenever Cesaro jumped off the ladder onto the ropes and did a spinning uppercut on Owens, that was fucking pretty.
It was awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. I really thought that Owens was going to win it until right at the end.
So too, yeah.
But nope. Dean Ambrose won the Money in the Bank ladder match, and then later on that night, Seth Rollins.
Expected.
Well, hold on. A lot of people didn't think that this was going to happen. Seth Rollins won the WWE World Heavyweight Championship from Roman Reigns, clean as a whistle. He beat him fair and square, no cheating, no controversy, no bullshit. He pedigreed him out of a spear.
That was fucking amazing.
Which was awesome, and then picked him up and pedigreed him again, straight up Triple H style. Pinned him 1, 2, 3 for the championship, and Dean Ambrose came down, cashed in the Money in the Bank while he snuck in from behind, hit him with the briefcase, cashed it in, dirty deeds, uno, dos, tres, and we have a new WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
The crowd fucking lost it.
I lost my voice. I was watching that, sitting on my bed, and I was like, when Dean won the Money in the Bank, I was like, he's gonna cash in.
I talked about it last week. I really thought that they were never gonna pull the trigger on that guy because there were so many opportunities. But it is also kind of a weird fact. I think JBL pointed this out on Raw. All 3 members of the Shield
were champions.
Were WWE World Champion on the same night.
Yep.
Roman comes in, loses it to Seth, who loses it to Dean. And of all people, Dean Ambrose, the guy who I predicted years ago was going to be the biggest member of that fucking group if they'd ever let him go.
Yeah.
Now he has his chance. We'll see. We'll see how far they go with it, because I think they're in a pattern of they don't know what to do with Seth Rollins at this moment.
Yeah.
They knew that they needed to have him come back and win the title, but now the whole Roman being suspended thing throws a huge monkey wrench in it. He's still scheduled for the next pay-per-view. Conveniently, WWE steroid testing and wellness policy testing, it isn't like they tested him that night and he failed and then they suspended him. They knew about this for a while. The convenient suspension of 30 days just happens to coincide with 5 weeks in between the next pay-per-view, which means guess who's going to be back in the main event of the next show,
Roman Reigns.
Really, what kind of message is that really sending? Okay, they fucking suspended Adam Rose for having an Adderall prescription, and I don't know, it's really stupid. It pissed me off. The whole thing with Roman Reigns, he's actually not that bad of a worker. I will say, against a guy who can't hold his own, not a good match. Match with him and Seth, perfectly fine, because
It was a decent match,
Seth is a good
That
worker
was a
and can
damn
lead him
good
through the
match.
match.
Yeah.
The match that was at whatever the pay-per-view is, that I think it's Fastlane is what they do now in February.
Yeah.
The one against Daniel Bryan last year was by far the best match that Roman Reigns has ever had in his life. But that just shows that with a quality worker, he's basically like the 2016 version of Lex Luger minus Dolphing every time he gets
Dolph!
It's true though. That's what he is. He's Lex Luger.
But I knew when Seth pinned Roman, and it was like I didn't realize though that pay-per-view was going to go till 10:30.
It really went over.
Yeah, and I was like, what? How are they gonna? Because they had a fucking terrible match before that. Why'd they have that match before that main event? What was it? It was Titus O'Neil. No, was it Titus O'Neil? Rusev. Yeah. Which was a terrible match.
Yeah, it was a filler in between the Money in the Bank.
was trash talking his kids, and that was kind of funny. But
yeah,
I was like, how are they gonna cram this match in? But I was like, it's gonna go to 10:30, but then Seth pinned Roman, and it was like 10:20. I was like, Dean's cashing in, man.
Well, when it got to like 9:50, when the match was getting ready to start, I'm like, well, shit, they're going to end here in a few minutes. I wonder if they're just going to do a fuck finish and have Dean come in and cash. And no, they did a full match. Wasn't a bad match either.
No.
I also wanted to say that John Cena against AJ Styles was a damn good match. Of course, they had a bullshit finish, but I mean, they have to do that to continue the story. It's fine.
I don't like this AJ heel turn. I think it's stupid.
Heel AJ is good for business.
It's good for business, but I don't like it. Because AJ is like he's the underdog.
John Cena's burying the fuck out of him on promos. And
he is.
I don't know if it's intentional or not, but AJ comes out looking like a total ginormous pussy.
Yeah.
And it's not helping his character at all. The only way it's going to help is if he continues to get wins over Cena, and how many times are they going to really let him beat Cena?
Yeah.
I mean, Kevin Owens got his big win, and then he immediately, the next month, lost it.
Yeah.
You know, so we'll see. But honestly, I don't even care if he loses to Cena, because Cena being back is fine with me.
Yeah.
He's a quality worker. I don't care
Cena.
that people hate him. He has good matches, and he doesn't just have good matches with only the top level workers.
Yeah.
The match with him and Carl Anderson was pretty good on Monday.
It was okay. It wasn't bad. Carl Anderson's not exactly what I would call elite level, but he's perfectly fine. He's had good matches in his day. I think Cena is very underrated for who he is. The other big news following up from last week is Lawler and his fiance both got out of jail.
Yep.
They have a no contact order for I think like 60 days.
Yep.
Both have completely conflicting stories. Jerry's is basically she was drunk and he was trying to stop her from leaving and driving because she was intoxicated.
Yeah.
And anyone who knows Jerry the King Lawler knows that he does not drink or smoke. He claims he's never drank ever in his entire life. And he's never smoked. He's never done drugs. Obviously, his choice of vice would be much younger women, as has been his history. I mean, unfortunately, he's got a bad history with younger women.
Mm-hmm.
And do you guys remember back in 1993? Little history lesson here.
There was only one.
Well, of course you would
remember. I think I might remember it.
So there was supposed to be a Survivor Series match. During the entire year of 1993, Jerry Lawler had been feuding with Bret Hart.
Yes, I remember this.
And he had come on Raw and made fun of Stu and Helen Hart.
Yes! This fucking feud was actually a really good feud.
It was a really good feud.
Yeah.
Bret won the King of the Ring.
Yep.
I was actually at that. And then after Bret was being
assaulted
cornered,
by Jerry,
Lawler beats him up.
Yep.
Then they had the match at SummerSlam.
Yep.
Well, he faced Doink the Clown.
Was that the Kiss My Foot match?
No, that was actually 2 years later.
Yeah,
amazingly
95,
enough.
yeah.
But Survivor Series 93 was supposed to be Jerry Lawler and his 3 knights.
Yeah,
against Bret. Yeah, no, not the midgets. That was against Doink.
Doink the Clown.
Like a year later.
Yeah.
But this was Jerry Lawler and his knights, which were going to be random mass
against
guys.
the Hart Foundation.
Against the Hart family.
Hart family, yeah.
Bret and Owen and Keith
and the
and
firefighter
Bruce.
brother.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. So, like, about 4 weeks before the pay-per-view, Jerry Lawler was accused of raping a 13-year-old girl in a stairwell in Memphis, Tennessee.
Really? I didn't know about
and
this.
And that's why he was taken off television for several months. He actually did not reappear again until WrestleMania 10 in 94. And Shawn Michaels was hastily put in as the replacement for Jerry the King Lawler and then rekindled his feud with Bret. Very short-term feud.
Yeah.
And, it was not good. It was not good. I believe they had Barry Horowitz and Greg Valentine, and then I forget who the other guy was under the masks. I don't know if they were supposed to initially get unmasked or not. There was rumors floating around that they were going to unmask each guy so that you would know who the knights were.
Did I ever tell you about my... I posted in our Too Sweet Me group about the dream that I had?
Oh, yeah.
Did you read that? About how Barry Horowitz is Intercontinental Champion? And how he had to defend the title against everybody. I was like, that would happen to Barry Horowitz.
Like Crash Holly. Dude, I actually saw that Ken Anderson, formerly Ken Kennedy, if you've never watched him in TNA, the guy used to go, Mr.
Kennedy!
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 Kennedy! Well, he is now teaming with badass Billy Gunn on the Independents.
Really?
And they are calling themselves the New Age Assholes.
Really? I'm so glad that Billy Gunn's still wrestling. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of Raw, can we talk about the big return that happened on Raw?
Please, go ahead.
Bray Wyatt is back, and the crowd fucking loved it.
And that set it up for a fucking amazing
fucking feud between them and
Bray
the New Day.
and the New Day. Like,
and what was the stuff going on whenever Xavier was like walking? Like,
yeah, they were trying to he was put in trance.
Yeah, he was like that walking towards the New Day or the Bray and the family.
Here's what I'm thinking. I think the New Day is going to lose it to the Wyatts, the tag team titles.
It's probably going to happen.
Think it's going to happen.
Or are they going to let the New Day break the tag title, the record?
I think they'll have them break the record.
They're very close to the record.
They're close to the WWE tag team title record.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Which was held by Paul London and Brian Kendrick.
Yeah.
Brian Kendrick, actually, who I never thought he'd be back in the WWE ring. He did make an appearance on NXT about a year ago, and then he's also in the Cruiserweight Open, which starts in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, and they announced all of the people that are in it.
They did announce. I never thought he'd be back just because him and Paul London cut a bunch of shoot interviews where they're smoking weed on camera and talking about WWE and shitting on him really bad, but he's back. But I disagree with you. I really don't think that they're going to have the Wyatts break the
think so?
the New Day.
I'm thinking the Wyatts will take it away, and that would perfectly set up for our favorite tag team group, Enzo and Cass, to take the fucking titles.
They gotta push them. They gotta push.
And
they gotta push Enzo and Cass.
The promos between Enzo and Cass and the Wyatt family would be fucking gold.
Because I don't think they're gonna push the Vaudevillains or the Luke Gallows and those guys. I don't think they're gonna push those guys. They gotta push Enzo and Cass. If they know what's good for business, they would push Enzo and Cass.
The weird thing is that historically, the WWE or even WWF or WWF tag team titles has historically been the championship that changes the most because there's always teams coming and going, new teams, new faces.
Everybody loves the New Day so fucking much, though.
But the New Day has been so popular, they can't take the titles off of them. They really can't fucking take the belts off of them because it just...
Everybody loves them. It's good for business.
It's good for business for them to be the champs.
Yep.
And now it's to the point to where they're getting into records, their numbers.
Yeah.
And so they want to continue it. I just don't think it's right to actually to break that at this moment. I think they're going to have to let them hold on to the belts. The thing is with Enzo and Cass, they never won the NXT tag titles.
Yeah.
They were a team for 2.5 years.
Yeah,
in
they
NXT.
were in NXT for a long time.
Longest reigning team in NXT. Never won the titles. Blake and Murphy were the NXT tag
and the
champs.
Vaudevillains were.
They're
too.
not even fucking a team anymore.
Yep.
Yeah, but at least the Vaudevillains made it to the main roster.
Yeah.
Blake and Murphy aren't even a fucking team. They just broke up for like the third time this last week on NXT. It was really fucked up. I'm super behind on both New Japan and Lucha Underground, so I'll have to report on that next week. I'm like 6 episodes behind on Lucha Underground, so I have it all queued up in my DVR, so I'm going to binge watch it this week, and I'll give a report next week.
Okay.
There wasn't a whole lot of other crazy wrestling news. I caught up on a little bit of UFC that I hadn't had a chance to watch yet. Really excited for UFC 200.
You brought this up last week, but Brock Lesnar, I think he's going to get the shit kicked out of him. I really do.
We'll see. We'll see. If he is truly healed completely from the diverticulitis, and who's to say, like, if you can ever be truly healed from that, I think he has a good chance of beating Mark Hunt. If not, he's going to take one shot to the midsection, and he's going to crumple, and it's going to really fuck everything up. I think that CM Punk's first opponent was announced as well for the UFC. Let me see if I can get it here. CM Punk debut. He's debuting in September. This is a huge deal because, I mean, people have wanted to know what's going on with Punk.
Yeah.
He's probably going to lose.
Well, we shall see. It is going to be set for UFC 203. And it is going to be on September 10th against Mickey Gall, not Mickey Gale, Mickey Gall. It was made on UFC Unfiltered, a new podcast with Matt Serra and Jim Norton. Punk is 37 years old. He had just gotten clearance to train.
I forgot he was that old.
Yeah, he just got clearance to train. He had back surgery, and he was going to debut in Cleveland. It's a show headlined by Stipe Miocic against Alistair Overeem for the UFC heavyweight title. Fabricio Verdum against Ben Rothwell's also on that show.
I thought you were going to say Roethlisberger.
No, not Roethlisberger. I don't think they can pay him enough to get in the UFC nowadays. But CM Punk, look in my eyes. What do you see? You might see a crushed-in skull of the Cult of Personality. But that's all we got for wrestling news this week. So I believe that's going to take us into...
That's not good.
That's really not good.
That's not good.
I got one here. I don't know if you guys got
saw the
anything.
article.
This broke the next day after the podcast we did last week, but lost a fucking great guy and a kind soul. Never got his nose in anything bad in Hollywood. Anton Yelkin passed away this past Sunday.
It was Jeep Recall.
Yeah. I heard about this recently, actually.
Jeep, what was it, Wrangler?
I think so,
Jeep Wrangler, but it pinned him against his, what was it, a brick?
I think what happened was,
it
feels like he pulled into his driveway, might have left it in some sort of...
There's something wrong with the transmission.
Oh, okay.
Like, he probably put it in park, but it didn't.
And he went to go get his mail from the mailbox, and the Jeep basically just drifted down the driveway and pinned him between.
Pinned him and asphyxiated him. It's a horrible story.
But they did release recently, though, that said that he died quick. It said that he died within a minute of the freak accident. So, like, he didn't suffer for long.
Hard.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll post a picture of Anton.
Yeah, that was really sad news because
27 years old too.
Too young, and he's a damn good actor.
Damn good actor. Yeah. Good kid.
Odd Thomas. I don't know if you guys saw
Thomas.
Odd Thomas
great.
was really good. He was great in the Star Trek movies.
Yes,
and he was in Terminator Salvation as Kyle Reese.
Recently saw Green Room, and he was very good in Green Room. Mm-hmm. Excellent in Green Room.
He was also in the remake of Fright Night, which I didn't mind that one as much. But you know.
But no, I mean everything he's been in, he's been great. So, but I saw that on Father's Day,
yeah,
and
Sunday. Yeah,
I was sitting at my parents, and I think it was my sister's fiance was like, he's like reading on his phone. He's like, Star Trek star Anton Yelkin is dead. I was like, are you shitting me? Like,
really
2016's been fucking horrible. Like, we have lost so many icons, so many good people are just gone in 2016. But rest in peace, Anton. You were a fantastic actor, good guy, and you will definitely not be forgotten. You'll be very missed.
Absolutely.
It's going to be really weird seeing Star Trek.
Yeah, they'll probably have like it in memory.
I wonder if they're going to last minute put a for Anton at the end of the movie.
They'll probably be. They've done it. They did it with Paul Walker. They did it with Heath Ledger.
Yep.
I'm fairly certain they'll do it with Anton Yelkin as well.
Yep.
And then maybe even with Green Room, whenever that comes out on DVD, they might have some sort of tribute with that as well. So.
Yep. Yeah. Rest in peace, sir.
Yeah, definitely. Rest in peace. And, did you guys hear about the UK leaving the European Union?
Good for them.
The Brexit. You know what?
I'm actually very shocked.
It was shocking, but I'm going to say good for them though for taking their country back.
You know what? I disagree. I don't think they're taking their country back because, in my opinion, and this is strictly my opinion, I feel like that for a country to have to leave something like that,
the original America,
there should be an overwhelming majority vote. They won by less than 2%.
It was like 51% to 48%.
Yeah, 51 to 48. That means like half the people there are like, well, what the fuck? What are we going to do?
I've also heard like a lot of the people voted like, oh, I didn't think my vote would count like with this. You know, it's really okay. But I mean, with it too, branching off of that, like there's a bunch of articles about, you know, some states that like were like America's freaking out, like, oh, what if like Texas or California did that?
It'll never fucking happen.
No.
I mean,
it will never.
I was telling Travis earlier.
It already happened here once, and guess what happened? They fucking lost.
Exactly.
That shit is never coming back.
I was telling Travis earlier this week, we were talking about the whole them leaving the union, and the UK has been its own thing for a long time. Like, so it was shocking, but it didn't surprise me really, like that it happened.
We'll see what happens because there's talk of other referendums, and
it scared the shit out of the world though.
Scotland wants to leave the UK again. They tried to do this 2 years ago and it didn't work.
World economies dropped real quick.
The British pound went through the toilet.
Lowest had been in 30 years and everything. Yeah, it was scary. I mean, for a lot of people, but
our good buddy, the orange orangutan himself, running for president, Donald J. Trump. He made a nice little blunder on Twitter.
Idiot, dude.
He fucking goes on. He goes on Twitter.
Harassed on Twitter.
He did, and he deserved it because he goes on Twitter and is like, "Oh, Scotland, no, you wanted to leave the union." And like,
good job for taking your country back. So we voted against it, Trump. Fucking idiot, man.
But they are trying to leave the UK.
He's the fucking Republican candidate.
Yeah. It's bad.
See.
It's bad on both sides.
It is bad.
It's going to be a rough election year. That's all I can say.
2016 sucks, man.
We won't get into that, but
no. But it's gonna be a rough. It's gonna be a rough like several months.
Mm-hmm.
Just listening to all the campaign shit. You can't escape.
I'm not gonna pay attention.
You can't escape it. It's on every fucking channel. Like Hillary has just millions. She got millions of dollars, millions of dollars, millions of dollars, millions of dollars. Like she's got so much in the tank to fucking spend on advertising, and Trump has got actually in his war chest he's only got like 1.3 million. He had to forgive a $50 million loan that he gave to his own campaign, which was rather funny. But I mean, the guy's got money. He's gonna finance the fuck out of this.
I hate to say it, man. I'm gonna say it.
You think he's gonna win?
No, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna vote because I always vote because it's our constitutional right to vote. I don't have a choice. I'm gonna vote for him because I'm not voting for Hillary Clinton. I'm not voting for a criminal. I'm not voting for.
They're all criminals.
I'd rather vote for a crazy wrestling cutting promo guy than vote for Hillary Clinton.
If he cannot sell a Stone Cold Stunner, he cannot run a goddamn country.
It's true.
No,
the man's got a point. I think Hillary take a better stunner than
But
he
honestly,
did.
I think Hillary Clinton's going to win. I think
she wouldn't take it like Linda McMahon. She'd fucking go into it balls deep.
I think Hillary's probably going to win, though.
I don't see how she's not going to. I mean, there's so much.
Nobody wants Trump to be president.
No, just the very low end of society, and a lot of those people don't vote. They may talk a good game, but when it comes out to the polls, they're not going to vote for him. And if they do, and we're stuck with this idiot, well, we may not have a Geeks in the Phone episode number 300 because we might all be in nuclear fires by then.
Or like he might ban podcasting or something like that.
Oh, Jesus.
God, he'll definitely listen to us and ban us. I'm going to sue those Geeks in the Phone. Like,
I will build a wall around Geeks in the Phone podcast.
And we're going to make them pay for it.
It's going to be huge.
It's going to be huge. China. I'm
just sitting there.
China.
I'm sitting there drinking vodka. I'm just like, all right, okay.
We're going to get Bernie Sanders on the podcast. Like, I want everyone to understand what I'm trying to explain. The problem is not with Geeks and a Phone. The problem is with the big podcasting networks that are too big to fail. We need to get more from the millionaires and billionaires of this country to give to Geeks and a Phone because they need to be able to spread the message like all great Americans are able to do.
Very, very well done. I did have a what the fuck story before we move into the image of the week. This one disturbed me. I haven't read the full article though, but it says here a sea turtle recovering after being stepped on and beaten for selfies.
What?
Yes. The animal is receiving care from a rescue group after an incident on a Lebanon beach was the latest in a string of attacks on wildlife. An endangered loggerhead sea turtle suffered a painful ordeal on a beach in Lebanon last week where people allegedly dragged him out of the surf, stepped on it to take selfies, and beat it with sticks.
Jesus.
This poor fucking turtle, man. Suffering serious injuries, including cracked bones on its head.
Oh,
the female turtle was rescued and is being rehabilitated by the charity group Animals Lebanon. That group is working with the country's Ministry of Agriculture and Civil Defense to make sure the sea turtle does not die from its unnecessary, avoidable, and illegal cruelty. Animals Lebanon writes on its website, harassment of the animal reportedly took place at Havana Beach and Beirut after someone allegedly dragged it onto the beach from the water. A crowd gathered around it. A child stood on the turtle's back while people snapped photos. The witness said people then beat it with a fucking stick.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck, Lebanon?
Can we send those people to Guantanamo Bay?
At the Animals Lebanon facility, the turtle is being treated with antibiotics and has received x-rays, so it looks like it is recovering, but
that's ridiculous.
What the fuck, people?
What the fuck did a turtle ever do to anybody?
Exactly, and it's an endangered species, too.
They saved New York, like, 5 times! What else do you want?
And they traveled through time.
They did.
Traveled through time.
They went to space.
They went to old world Japan. All right, we're not talking the cool Japan with neon lights and rice patties and cool ninjas.
And Tetsuo music.
Yeah. God damn it. Fucking.
But
Lebanon, you make great bread. You do not know how to take care of a turtle.
But
you guys are like literally the equivalent of a 3-year-old.
Fuck those people. Well wishes to the turtle. She is recovering. Thankfully, they got her in time. But
I was gonna make a joke right now.
Oh man.
Make a joke.
Is it Venus from the Ninja Turtles?
No, sir. No, sir. Oh man. That'll take us into the horrifying image of the week. I did find one.
I have one here as well.
I want to give a little plug here real quick. I have two people on Facebook. I want to give a shout out to Mac Brewer. He's a horror guy I met in the horror groups online. He lives in West Virginia, and they are really dealing with flooding right now. That's really bad.
It's killed a bunch of people, like 20
plus
I did
people.
Yeah. Including children, which is always the worst.
Yep.
The worst of the worst.
And hope you're staying safe, buddy. We're thinking of you. I think he's safe, but he told me he's donated stuff to the banks and stuff like that. But
that's awesome.
Good for him.
Good for him.
And also Corey Brickner. She lives in, I think it's Duarte or Duante, California, and her house was affected by all the wildfires going out.
Did she lose her home?
I don't think she's lost her home yet, but she was posting like almost damn near like a Facebook Live post, and the wildfires were like engulfed around her house.
Yeah, there's been over 200 homes that have been lost to those fires. That's really fucking sad.
But my image of the week was there was a lady who caught a trout while she was in the street in West Virginia. This is a huge trout. Like she was in the streets of West Virginia and caught this huge trout.
Jesus.
I don't know if you guys see in the background. I don't know if it's a glitch with the gas station company, but $9.99 a gallon.
It's probably a glitch.
It's got to be a glitch, I'm assuming. But yeah, caught a huge trout while just.
It wasn't Mike, was it?
No, it was not.
The John Cena of professional baseball.
He is, man. That was my horrifying news week.
I've got one here. Mine's kind of funny. I found this image. My buddy Zach Frost. What's up, buddy? He sent me this through Facebook, and I thought it was absolutely hilarious. The title for it is "Still Need TP for My Bunko."
Is it the fucked up cornholio? Yes, yes. Life has been rough for poor cornholio.
Oh man,
it's epic.
It's fucking hilarious.
Oh, that's great.
But yeah, that's my image of the week.
Good one, sir.
Yes, 2 good ones in a row. Fantastic.
I'll go ahead and send you the fish image.
Cool.
That'll take us into Just Internet Things Feel Good Story of the Week. I have one, which was a girl who uses her Make-A-Wish to make someone else's dream come true.
Aww.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. A local teen battling cancer made her wish come true by helping others. The Mission Hills senior could have asked for an exotic getaway or meet and greet with one of her favorite celebrities, but instead she chose to give back to her community. Julia Larson, we could maybe post a picture of her if there's something in the article, was diagnosed with brain cancer last November, 17 years old. Then Make-A-Wish told her that she could wish for anything. She wished to make other wishes come true by giving back. On Friday, wearing her blue Julia's Wish to Give shirts, friends, family, and the community built a frame and playhouses for Habitat for Humanity. I figured I'd already have so much, figured I would give someone else the chance to be just as happy. Julia said when she was inspired last summer when she visited the Dominican Republic to build medical clinics and playhouses. She originally wished for a humanitarian trip, but her medical condition would not allow her to travel. Julia's kindness has now inspired a community to come together to build hope and nail cancer. Habitat for Humanity once the frames are built, they will be transported to storage. Well, they will be proposing to build 26 homes in Poway for veterans.
Pretty awesome.
That's pretty amazing, actually, to be that selfless to
exactly
make a wish. Which, if you have brain cancer, I mean, people have come back from that, but that's got a big mortality rate, and to give back is.
I did see
incredible.
A picture online. It relates with brain cancer, but this guy's child actually had brain cancer, and he had it removed, and so he has the giant scar on the side of his head. But the kid was very self-conscious about it, and the dad actually tattooed a scar on the side of his head.
I think I saw that. Yeah.
He tattooed the scar on the side of his head, so his kid won't be as self-conscious about it.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool.
That was pretty awesome.
That's pretty awesome.
There's a guy who, in our home state of Illinois, has actually won the lottery twice with the same numbers.
What?
Yep, this 65-year-old guy named Larry Gambles. 9 years ago, he won $50,000 playing the numbers from the jerseys of his high school basketball team, and then he recently won $1.3 million in the Lucky Day Lotto.
Wow.
65 years old. Now, I don't know if he's actually going to see this money because Illinois is in a terrible budget crisis, and they haven't been paying out lotteries.
You won't see it till next year.
He may not see it ever. But twice. I mean, lightning, striking twice on lottery with a guy named Gambles. That's ridiculous.
Lightning strikes. Whenever we had that storm Tuesday night, I was driving home.
Did we have a storm?
Yeah, it was on Tuesday night. I was driving home, and I went onto the War Memorial exit to get to my apartment. And I kid you not, 100 feet from me, a bolt of lightning struck down.
No
and
shit.
It was fucking loud.
Really?
It was just like, and I was like, oh my god.
Really?
What the fuck?
I've got kind of a feel-good story here.
Okay.
People are spreading. Well, I mean, I guess the way I'm gonna frame it doesn't sound good. People are spreading their diarrhea in Pakistan, but.
I think I may have heard of this story. Go ahead.
2 friends in Pakistan are trying to reduce food waste in Karachi with their Food for Thought campaign. The women distribute go-to packaging labeled with the words Food for Thought at restaurants throughout the city. The idea is that when a patron says they don't want to pack up their leftovers, the staff will pack it up for them in the Food for Thought containers, and then they'll suggest that the customer give the food to someone in need. So, obviously, Pakistan is basically a third world country.
Right.
And there's a lot of people that are starving and have no food. So, instead of having no food, they'll just have lots of diarrhea. And they can spread out their leftovers throughout the country. I mean, it's a nice thought.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, it would never fly in America because of just... I don't think that people would accept... I mean, the people that are hungry would accept food that's eaten after someone else, but I don't think that this country's politics would ever allow that to happen.
Right.
Because someone else has touched it for sanitary reasons. I mean, shit. You walk around with a bottle of hand sanitizer like it's a fucking... like it's a Linus blanket.
It's true. Hashtag germaphobe.
So...
That'll take us into...
our wonderful segment. The 30th time, well, 31st technically.
Kind of in that range, 29th, 28th maybe.
But our wonderful segment for you wonderful people. Why should I date you?
And now, why should I date you? So, Winona, she had a big brown beaver. And she stuck it up in the air.
She did. I enjoy Primus. They're not bad.
Primus is good.
That'll take us into Why Should I Date You? Any first-time listeners of the podcast, this is our last segment of the evening, which is Andy and I both are single guys. We both have online dating profiles, and we look out for the worst of the worst profiles. We don't discriminate, although I only have female profiles this week. We do male and female.
Yeah, I have female ones. I can look real quick to see if I can find some male ones.
But basically, we just we read them verbatim. If there's any caps, we shout. Any kind of run-on sentences, we read. Anything, any kind of typos, we just read what's there. So basically, we just kind of help you guys if you're in online dating and trying to find someone. We just try to help you with avoiding these kinds of people.
Yes, because a lot of them are just woo boy.
I got 4.
It's a name for you ladies, but it isn't used in high society outside of a kennel.
Who was that?
It's old timey.
Was that Katharine Hepburn?
I think it is.
Oh, whoa! I guess. I've been listening to much old-timey radio.
All right.
You want to start us off, sir?
I've got a female profile right here.
Take it away, buddy.
Username, Jen Girl, 63.
Girl or Girl?
G-U-R-L.
Okay.
Girl.
Her headline, Silly Boys, Tricks Are for Stupid Girls.
True.
Yep.
Come at me. I'm a man. I'm 40. We'll know that sound bit.
About me, I am 29.
Okay, I am too.
I love what I do for a living. I am a blank, and I teach dance for a part-time job.
Okay.
I love kids and animals. I want someone who knows how to treat someone right. I love for country music. But I also like others too. T.O. I am a very fun and outgoing, 2 words now, person. First date. I would think maybe going to dinner to talk and get to know each other, or even a walk in the park would be nice. I could do drinks in a bar, but sometimes it gets too loud. That was Jen Girl, 63, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
An emotional fucking cripple. Your soul is dog shit. Every single fucking thing about you is ugly.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You got another one, sir?
Go for it.
I got one pulled up here. Username is, and we don't give the website away or any personal information. We just read the profile. Username is Pink Scorpio 89. Headline is "We can lie and say that we met at church?" ?
Oh God. Nope. Already a nope.
About her. Let me throw this out there. If you are on here and you, letter U, don't want a relationship, go fuck yourself. Go fuck is F-U*K. Yourself. There's no Y-O in that. it's yourself. With a fucking U. Who the hell gets on a dating site but don't want a relationship? Please don't message me. Anyway, smiley face. My name is I have 2 kids, both boys. I love music, almost any kind, but country is my main. Star. It's my main shit, I'm apparently what she's trying to say. I've had a hard time doing the body type on this. Can I say I have an hourglass figure, even if all the sand is stuck in the middle? I'm hard-headed and very stubborn spelled incorrectly, and have a bad temper when I'm mad. I always have an uncontrollable urge to lean out the car window and yell, "Moo!" quote unquote, every time I pass a cow. When I think of friends with, let's see how she spelled benefits. Benefits. Benifits. I think of a friend that comes over and does my laundry. Anything else? Ask. First date. I want to go to Walmart and put a Dora doll in the middle of an aisle, and when someone tries to pick it up, jump out and say, "Swiper, no swiping."
Looks to me like the best part of you ran down the crack of your mama's ass and ended up as a brown stain on the mattress.
Thank you, Arlie Ermy, because I'm really confused too, and you just summed it up perfectly because I don't know what to say. Whoa, that made no sense.
I got 3 guy profiles lined up here.
Go ahead, sir.
All right, first one. I think his username is his actual name, so I'm not going to give that out.
Okay.
But his headline is "Looking for His Soulmate." About this person, blah 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 blah. If you want to know, just ask. Giving the site one more chance to prove to me they're old school women out there.
Giving the site the 8th chance.
They're old school women out there. I'm going through a divorce right now. I was only married for 6 months. When it comes to relationships, I'm old school. Right? I'm looking for someone who will love me for me. First date, just asked. Just asked.
Yeah, asked.
Asked. That was that person. Go for it.
All right. Username is AJ's Butterfly 1013. Headline is "If ... uncomfortable with kids, don't message me." About her.
How would you like to suck my balls?
About her. Whoa.
Oh God.
Whoa.
Is it bad?
Whoa.
Oh God. Holy shit.
All right, folks, I'm going to go ahead and read this one verbatim. Just keep the old ears tuned into to this podcast because it's going to get long.
If Zach drops dead from not being able to stop because I don't think there's a period in this entire 70 fucking page novel, Zach will miss you.
I lit up my reliable nicotine for this one because it's going to be needed. About her. First, this needs to be said when you read my profile. You will find out that I have kids, and if you're uncomfortable dating someone with the kids, and I'm sorry, not with the kids. I didn't mean to. Do not flipping message me. Stop. Do me a favor. Change that flipping question from yes to no. When they ask, you would would you date someone with kids? Wastes my flippin' time. She can't say fucking, apparently. On someone who can't handle someone else's kids. My kids didn't ask to be here. My kids didn't ask their father to be a deadbeat son of a bitch. At least someone else will have the balls to accept my kids. All they want to be is loved. Doesn't matter who is the father, just as long as they have food, shelter, and clothes. All that matters to me. Where to start? Anyway, for starters, why the fuck does starters have an apostrophe in it? I've been battling a divorce. That's not even a word. I'm exploring finally August 9th, 2016 she's expecting a child. August 9th, 2016. I've been married before, lasted on and off for 6 years. So out of these 6 years, we have 2 of the most beautiful girls ever. No lie. I would love the idea of having more kids, but I don't want to scare you off by saying I want them right away. No, you already have 3.
Wait a minute.
What the fuck?
You have 1 on the way. What do you mean you don't want to scare them off? Who the fuck is this fucking kid with?
You're
Poor
right,
Zach
buddy.
needed a drink.
I don't even know where I left off at. When the time is right, it'll happen when it's meant to be. I'm not in a rush or anything. I'm smart, talented, loves to cook, quote unquote. By the way, I can grill and I love learning plus exploring new things. I have OCD, so cleaning sometimes I don't stop until it's done. I was diagnosed with DDD, degenerative disc disease, about 2 years ago. I get pain really badly in my lower back.
No, she was diagnosed with DDD.
I get pain really badly in my lower back. Message me. I'll explain more. Who'd want to know about that? I'm very family oriented and I love the outdoors. Why am I on here?
That's a good question.
I have thought about it, and people keep asking more and more. To be honest, I just want a relationship with someone I can trust, rely on, rely spelled R-E-L-I-E, on, stable, secure, and is very honest. My past history, not the best, but I am not perfect. I want someone to share everything equally, be a team, work together, rather against.
Teamwork?
I want to have someone I know they'll be there for me and support me as much as I would for them. That's why I would like to... It's what I would like to... I need to stop going for people who are so wrong for me and be with the one that is the right one. Time is key, ... He's out there, I know it. Takes a little time and hard... That's my honest answer. Plus, I'm not into games anymore. I do not want a FYB. Is friends with benefits, I believe.
Fuck yo, bitch.
I want someone to cuddle up to and...
You said FYB?
FWB, I'm sorry. Friends with benefits.
FWB is friends with benefits.
Okay. I want someone to cuddle up with every night, someone I can cook for when they get off work, someone that wants a family, and someone who will be there no matter what. I am look for someone. Fucking God. I'm looking for someone who will give me more kids. You don't need any more kids.
You're gonna get like 3 and 1 on the way. What the fuck?
I need more.
God. Why is she putting her whole life out?
Because I want more and still accept mine that I have add their own. I know sometimes it's stressful to raise someone else's kids because their dad couldn't get his shit together. Not their fault, your fault. But having kids changes your life, trust me, and I'm glad it changed mine. First date, I don't even want to know. I would like to get to know you for a little while. Get comfortable zone. This person is like a fucking Philistine when it comes to fucking English and typing. What does she look like?
Hawk was so flabbergasted.
Then after we start talking for all... I would like to set up, meet you, and get to know you more often. Where we go doesn't matter. It can be anywhere, really. I'm truthfully not picky. Just like to have fun. So whatever happens after that, if it all goes well, then we can work on the next date. I'm so done. Oh my God.
My opinion, that
sucks.
sucks.
What does she look like? Ugh! Yeah, you're nothing to write home about.
Oh no, we could write home a lot about that.
Go ahead, sir.
Holy shit.
I've got another guy profiled here. Username is Nefinitely.
Wait a minute, say that again.
Nefinitely.
Nefinitely.
Like definitely, but with N-E-F-F.
Oh, okay.
Nefinitely. Headline: Machine wash only, tumble dry.
He looks like an incredible douche, too.
About this person. Hey, my name is blank, but you can call me blank. I moved to here from this place in 2014 as a Michigander. I tend to have some pseudo-Canadian tendencies in my everyday speech. Sorry, can you give me a side of gravy with my french fries, please? Hobbies, video games, biking, sports, reading, cooking. Hell, I like everything, but not golf. Mini golf is okay. Music, I like a little bit of everything. I mostly like electronic music. Well, you're a douche. But
hey,
I have...
Daft Punk, sir.
I'm just kidding. But but I have my soft spots for pop and rock. I don't hate on any genre in particular. No, I take that back. Ever heard of Broken Side? What the hell is that? Go listen to it right now.
I don't know what that
Tell
means.
me that's not the most god-awful noise you've ever heard. And god-awful is one word. Is that one word?
Your profile's the most god-awful thing I've ever heard in my life.
Goals and aspirations. I just want to be happy and make other people happy. I don't ask for a lot out of life. Let's all be good to each other, eh? See, there's that pseudo-Canadian talk. Other minutiae? M-I-N-U-T-I-A-E?
It's not hard to spell minute.
I think it's supposed to be other minute.
Oh, minute.
Minute. Okay,
Minute.
he tried, I guess.
Chances are, if you're a sports fan, we don't like the same teams. Sense of humor and honesty are the top two qualities I look for. Basically, if you can admit to my face that I'm not funny, you've won me over. Okay? First date. Let's not go to the movies. Let's not go to a bar. Let's walk by the river in warm weather. Let's grab coffee in cold weather.
You're the son of 1,000 fathers, all bastards like you.
Yeah, fuck you, dude. I have one more, and I'm calling it a night. Username is Shishalubs. I feel like we've read this one. Headline is, "You breathe oxygen? ? We have so much in common."
Irma Gerd.
About her, "I will not respond to crude messages. Please don't waste your time. Also, I am the English teacher in me wants to give this a fucking F. Also, I am always around children because me and my sister have a house together." We have fucking read this.
Yeah. Let's move on to it.
Goodbye.
I've got one more here.
Go ahead, sir.
The username is use3rn4 Headline is About this individual. First off, I love walking, jogging, working out. No, I don't do steroids or anything of that nature.
Did you spell steroids wrong?
No, I said it wrong. I said steroids, like Elmer Fudd. Looking for someone around the local area. I'm in school for healthcare. I'm not looking for perfect. I hope you aren't either. I don't have all the answers, and neither do you. I'd like to find someone to commit to. I get told I look like Luke Bryan. Funny, I tend to hate country music and both things mainstream. I prefer to find the meaningful music that I can. My playlist can change by the day. If you'd like to talk, that would be nice. I'm definitely not a mind reader and don't plan on becoming one. Heads up! If someone likes your page but doesn't message you, most likely it says this user is looking for certain users to message them. If not, that they are ignoring you, but for whatever reason they cannot message you, so message them. Wow, what the fuck? I'm not too proud to learn new things and improve myself. Can everything not be perfect, quote unquote? It's hard trying to live in something that isn't fucking possible. This goes on for a while. First, I'm just going to skip down to first date. First date, fishing or something along those lines and whatnot.
Oh, no! No!
Thank you, Hawk.
No!
And another bloke called by an online dating profile.
Damn straight, man. That was...
Fuck.
There were some shitty people this week.
Lord, that's a podcast, gentlemen.
It really is.
The Big 3-0.
Big 3-0.
Let's give shout-outs real quick to Chris Levingood on vacation. Hopefully we'll have him on the podcast
Yes,
soon.
sir.
WeaselEgg.com.
Check it out.
All of our content partners on Weasel Egg. There's some cool articles on there right now. There's a kick-ass article about Legend of Zelda 2.
Yes.
Oh my god, that fucking game angered me so much as a child. Reading that article angered the fuck out of me. Shout out to the Pickles
Yes, there will be a show in July, mid-July. They've kind of taken a little bit of a break, but they'll be back in mid-July. The Pickles will be back. I think July 15th, maybe? Yeah, 15th. Yeah, it's 15th at the Pizza Works.
Nice.
They'll be back then. And next week, we'll have a very special guest. I don't want to give any names right now, but we have a very special guest next week on the podcast.
Real excited about this.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
If you follow us on Twitter, you know who the fuck it is.
Yeah.
So if you haven't followed us on Twitter, do it.
Yes.
But yes, stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. It's going to be a big episode next week, for sure.
B-List will be out by the end of the month, hopefully. I will be writing B-List at the end of the month, and we'll film that probably beginning of July. It'll be out at the end of July. And I think that's it. So
yeah, I've got nothing to say.
It's been kind of a light week with other projects. It's been light lately, which has been nice for me because I'm burnt out. So
summertime, we all got shit going on too.
Yeah, for sure. But great podcast tonight, gentlemen. Happy 30th to you.
Happy 30th, guys. Thanks for listening.
Miss you, Travis. Happy 30th to you, sir.
He'll be back soon.
He'll be back hopefully next week. We'll have all four of us for our special guest.
Awesome. All right. Till then, Geeks in the Phone signing off till episode 31.
Yes. Good night.
Take care, guys.
Peace.